one story for every war correspondent and veteran I know that wrecks us. And that is the Israeli-Palestinian war. It's the hardest story to tell because it's the most impassioned conflict in the world. We cannot win, no matter what facts we show, no matter what human side we show, no matter how much we try to prove the politics of this or of that. It doesn't matter. And the misinformation is violent itself. Arwa Damon yesterday, she's former CNN, and said yesterday that she spent her entire career trying to help humanize war. Absolutely. And she did an excellent job. And I've done it, and my colleagues have done it, and my friends have done it, and we've all been out there trying to figure out how to grapple with these human stories and share them with you. But are you ready to look at it from an aerial view? Because it does. There's an aspect of the humanity. No Israeli, no Jew, no Palestinian deserves the torture that they are experiencing. We have decided that there is some torturous slaughter we will not accept, usually from a militant group, and some torture and violence we will accept as long as they have government attached to who they are. That's frightening. War is hell. I once heard a philosopher say that war is the inability to have conflict. And right now, we're seeing a lot of people not able to handle conflict, not able to handle the uncomfortable truths of what conflict is and what it takes to resolve that, what it takes to do repair work, because it means coming to terms with really uncomfortable truths. But I'm going to tell you an uncomfortable truth, that one man's terrorist is another man's freedom fighter, and one man's government is another man's terrorist. Oh, that's not comfortable, is it? At all. But see, what happens is those who suffer are children, our mothers, our fathers, and they may be Jew, and they may be Palestinian, and they may be Israeli, and they may be Christian, but let me tell you, innocence suffers. And some have complex feelings about their torturer, and some have complex feelings about the other one. And at the end of the day, when we on the outside are fueling that war by our